And then that last question about just society and image, Black men's image in society. What are we
That's
doing?
so challenging because so many people have been programmed to our skin color is weaponized,
Yeah.
and I've taken the approach with my children, and it may not be everybody's cup of tea, unpopular opinion, but I let my kids run around the grocery store just like all the other kids. I let them laugh and be loud. I let them stand in the way. If somebody comes up, I don't teach them to make themselves small for anybody. I teach them that you own space as well. You don't need to show up differently just because of your skin color. But also understand how people may perceive you differently, because there is an unconscious that I feel like our community has had for so long, where we were the ones that say, oh, excuse me, and we try to kind of cower down. Just think about being in a grocery store and two people standing in an aisle, and one person won't say anything to you, but they need to get past you.
Yeah.
I stand there and
I do too.
I look at the aisle and I take up space because I deserve this space. I own this space just as much as anybody else does.
Yeah.
And so if you need to get by, you can politely say, excuse me, and then I'll ask my children to, move on out the way so this individual can get through. But, speak, and that's just one example. Of course, when it comes to more formal interactions in school, I teach them to behave, to listen to authority, and I, my wife is an assistant principal, and my boys go to her school now. And the reason why I had to remove them from the school that they were at, because for some time we wanted them to have their own school experience, absent of my wife's input or presence, just because she was the AP. In hindsight, it was just crazy of us because they have done so great this school year. My Black boys are excelling in everything, 4s and 5s on ELGs, all A's, I think 1B, the whole school year. I'm just extremely proud of how they show up academically and behaviorally. Because I've never gotten calls, but I had a situation at the previous school where the teacher started to look at my son, my middle son, and just accuse him of things. Now, at this point, he was in 3rd grade and had, I never have gotten a call from school concerning his behavior. Oh, I know that studies show that Black boys in classrooms are watched closer than any other children in the classroom. And so if you keep your eye on everything that somebody's doing, you're bound to catch them doing something, right?
Yeah.
But if you watch everybody equally, you might catch something different. You might see something different. Well, she didn't have any proof when I dug deeper that he was playing. And, my son, he goes to the bathroom a lot because he had some bladder issues going on that we had to get straightened out. We didn't know about it at that time. We just knew that he went to the bathroom a lot.
Yeah.
And she calls him to use the bathroom with himself in the class, which is embarrassing. In the 3rd grade, he asked to go, but I teach him to be to listen to authority. And so I had to find a balance. But then I had to find an environment that was better for my kids. So a few things: find the right environment for your children if you have the luxury to do so. Challenge you as a parent. Challenge where challenges are needed, and in a respectful, in a way that's meaningful. I took this situation on up to individuals, the principals, the zone superintendents, and individuals that needed to hear about it, so that trainings and things could be put in place. I train all the time about implicit bias, undercover biases and things like that. But you don't know what you don't know. So this teacher just may not have been aware. And so I was happy to be a part of her journey to help make her aware. But I also wanted to make sure that my Black boys did not get a bad taste in their mouth about school, so that they can continue to excel academically.
You didn't just take the teacher side, because sometimes I believe that one of our roles as a parent is to teach our kids to advocate for themselves.
Absolutely.
In order to trust that I can advocate for myself, people have to listen, right? And people have to also show me how to do it. And so that was amazing that you didn't just take the teacher side. You actually questioned her authority, which is your role modeling, and you went up the chain. You didn't just stop at because.
Right.
That is so important in fathering.
Right.